नमस्कार आणि येवकार तुमकां प्रुडंट मिडियाच्या आमच्या सप्तकी कार्यावळीत जागोर. आयचो जागोर खूब म्हणजे खूब म्हत्वाचो. अशा एका प्रश्नाचेर ज्या प्रश्नाचेर फाटलीं 4 वर्सां जालीं गोंय धुमसता आनी ताचेर अजून पर्यंत लोकांच्या मनात दुबाव आसा, तो म्हणजे रिजनल प्लॅन 2021. आनी ह्या रिजनल प्लॅनाचेर फाटले 15-20 दीस जाले बोवाळ चल्ला. रिजनल प्लॅन फायनल जाला आनी ताचेर ग्रामसभा जाल्यात. ग्रामसभा जावन कांय जाण म्हणटात स्क्रॅप करात, कांय जाण म्हणटात चुको सुदारात, सगळो गोंधळ जाल्लो आसा. अशे तरेन फाटले 15-20 दीस जाले प्रुडंट लोकांची बाजू सातत्यान मुखार हाडीत आसा. शेवटी ह्या सगळ्या गजालीचो ओनस येता तो ज्यांनी हो रिजनल प्लॅन तयार केलो, ती स्टेट लेवल कमिटी जी सरकारान केल्ली आनी ताचे पयलीं टास्क फोर्स केल्लो आनी त्या टास्क फोर्सा नंतर जाली स्टेट लेवल कमिटी. आनी ह्या स्टेट लेवल कमिटीच्या 4 लोकांक हाडून आमी आज हांगा मुद्दम 1 वराचो जागोर करतात. आनी ह्या जागोरा भितर फाटले 15-20 दीस जे कितें सगळे लोकांचो बोवाळ चलतालो आनी लोकांनी वेगवेगळे मुद्दे हाडिल्ले, तातूंतले म्हत्वाचे मुद्दे आमी एकठांय केल्यात. हे प्रश्न आमी ह्या स्टेट लेवल कमिटीक पयलीं धाडून दिले. आमी तुमकां हे प्रश्न विचारतले आनी ह्या प्रश्नाचेर आमकां तुमच्यो जापो जाय, त्या प्रमाणे तेय बी तयारी करून आयिल्ले आसात. आनी हे प्रश्न तुमच्या वतीन आज प्रुडंट हांगा मांडटले. सगळेच प्रश्न प्रत्येकाचे इंडिव्हिज्युअल मांडपाक शकतले अशें आमकां दिसना, पूण जितले शक्य आसा तितले सगळे सर्वसामान्य प्रश्न जे आसात ते आमी एकठांय केल्यात आनी ते प्रश्न आज हांगा मांडटले. आनी त्या हातूंतल्यान लोकांच्या मनांतले दुबाव आसात, लोकांच्या मनांतले दुबाव खरे काय फट हे ह्या चर्चेंतल्यान सिद्ध जातलें. त्या दृश्टींतल्यान ही चर्चा आज खूब म्हत्वाची. आमचे कडेन हांगा 4 मनीस आसात. तातले पयले मनीस आसात जांकां जे टास्क फोर्स केल्लो ताजे ते व्हायस चेअरमॅन आशिल्ले आनी ताजे नंतर आतां स्टेट लेवल कमिटी केल्या. त्या कमिटीचेर ते आसात एक आंतरराष्ट्रीय किर्तीचे आर्किटेक्ट पद्म विभूषण चार्ल्स कुरैया. सर, वेलकम टू अवर स्टुडिओ. दुसरे आमचे बरोबर आसात तितलेच नामनेचे राष्ट्रीय पातळीवेले, ज्यांचो सादो एक बस स्टँडाचो जो एक आर्किटेक्चरल प्लॅन आशिल्लो ताका राष्ट्रीय पावंड्याचेर पुरस्कार पसून फावो जाले, अशे आमचे गोंयचे एक आर्किटेक्ट राहुल देशपांडे. तिसरे आमचे कडेन हांगा आसात जे इंडियन आर्किटेक्ट असोसिएशन आसा ताचो गोवा चॅप्टर आसा ताजे चेअरमॅन आनी गोंयचे एक नामनेचे आर्किटेक्ट ब्रायन सुवारीस. आनी त्याच बरोबर ह्याच इंडियन आर्किटेक्ट असोसिएशनाचे आदले चेअरमॅन आनी तितलेच एक नामनेचे आर्किटेक्ट डीन डिक्रूज. सर, वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू इन आवर स्टुडिओ. एक गजाली कडल्यान सुरू करया, and that issue where everywhere people are shouting only about one thing, that the state level committee has widened the roads and they are going to do all the houses are going to be demolished, many houses are going to be demolished, compound walls are going to be demolished. तुम्ही लोकांच्या प्रॉपर्टी भितर घुसून रस्ते रुंद करपाक भायर सरल्यात अशे तरेचे सरळ एलिगेशन आसा. व्हॉट यू हॅव टू से अबाउट दॅट?
पयलीं म्हळ्यार रस्ते जे आसात ताजे नोटिफिकेशन केल्लें आशिल्लें सरकारान 1977. So in 1977 government has notified the MDRs and the roads, and we have a copy of the notification for you. And
MDR means
major district road.
Okay.
And all these have been followed since 1977. आणि जो रिजनल प्लॅन 2001 पासून आशिल्लो तातूंत हे रस्ते तसेच आशिल्ले. SLC has inherited those road widths and those have been implemented in the plan as they are. So Brian would like to
see, basically if we look at the 2001 regional plan, the roads have always been existing on plan as a line, as a single line, and it was indicated as MDR with the width specified over there. But we have gone in a very transparent manner in our new plan, if you see, and now we have shown the actual width, how it will expand. However, this does not mean that this road is going to be executed immediately or it is required to be done immediately. This will be executed only at the time when a particular property decides to go for development and leave it as an expansion for the future. So eventually we get a proper road. But this transparency has helped people to understand which house or which survey number is getting affected. So they are obviously feeling upset about this whole thing. But the whole thing we would like to rest assured and say that this is not going to be a procedure where everybody's houses are going to be demolished to build these roads. Nowhere have we said that. and these roads are only roads which have always been existing.
So that's the point. They've always been 25 meters, but they were drawn as a single line and just written 25. And it was drawn on a plan, as you know, which was just drawn on a piece of paper. Now it is all, it's all, yes. And
the scale used to be at 1:25,000, and it was such a small scale, drawn by hand and all smudged. In fact, our transparency has made this a larger scale and brought these roads more clearer for everyone to see.
Basically what you are saying, that being architects, you actually showed the people what it is going to be. And then people are getting scared now.
Yes.
But this has been there since 1977.
Yes,
and no government has ever moved a thing that all these houses are to be demolished to make these roads.
Why people are feeling basically that their houses are going to be demolished, they have intruded in this area which was actually marked for the roads?
No. It's like this. To come back again, if you go to the previous picture where in the old plan the survey numbers were never shown. Okay. It was a plan at a 25,000 scale. It was a broad based plan. What we've done to bring in transparency, we have even put the survey numbers. We have shown the house. So because of that, it gets clearer, and we are showing the exact line width. Earlier there used to be so much of ambiguity that what would be the road width, etc. Because even on the plan, the road width was written on a legend at the top corner. So the interpretation was very difficult. We've made it amply clear. But what I want to state is, we have not invented this 25 meters or 15 meters. They are there. We are showing it clearly for everyone to see what is going to be.
I don't know whether it comes within your parameter or whatever. Now since people are shouting, what is the solution for that?
Yeah, I think one of the issues that people have is the fear that their houses and compound walls are going to be demolished. The town planning has issued a public notice in the papers that this will not be the case. So existing houses and compound walls which are legally built will not be affected. But properties which are not developed need to leave that little extra area for whatever infrastructure there may be. Maybe a bus bay, maybe planting of trees, parking of cars and everything. So those areas which are not developed will need to leave a certain setback. People are also getting very upset about the fact that, or misunderstanding actually, what is a road. Most people think a road is just the tarred width. But what we're talking about here in terms of 25 meters or 15 meters is right of way. That means it's from the compound wall of one property to the compound wall of the other property. The actual tarred width will be half that width, because you have to leave buffer for the footpaths and infrastructure, your drainage and electric poles and everything. So that's a big misunderstanding that's taking place. A lot of people are getting excited. They say, after the road, then they will leave setbacks and everything. So I think there needs to be a clear understanding of what is the right of way.
So 25 meter includes everything.
Includes all your infrastructure.
Shoulders, footpaths, trees, everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Includes.
And so does 10 meters.
And there are embankments. See, MDRs are major district roads which connect one village to the other. So it probably goes through a paddy field. So on a paddy field, when you fill up the road, there is an embankment that's created. So even that width of embankment cuts into it. Also, when there is cutting of a hill, for example, if you are going up at the assembly from the Parvaring road, do you see the road is so small, but it is cut like this?
Yeah.
Now that top width is the width of 25, whereas the road down is half. So that's the difference.
Yes. But in any case, we didn't invent it.
No,
25 pre-existed, so it just shows up on these drawings, because these drawings at a larger scale, and they're transparent, and they actually show the survey numbers. That was never in the old drawings.
I fully understand, sir, this is not your proposal, and this proposal is old proposal. You have just shown the scale and how it is going to be. But just as a this thing, like many people have said, कि आमका रस्ते रुंद झाले नाका.
So I think how that can be really addressed is, we have to get down. There will be a later stage of a settlement level plan. Actually, this we are preparing right now is a regional plan. And at that time, I think when individual villages can really address and see whether they can manage to accommodate a road of 10 meters or not. Now, a 10 meter being a right of way, the actual tar, like what Rahul said, could be necessarily 6 meters. So if we can manage to do away with footpaths or something like that in the larger picture,
that village panchayat or whoever can decide.
So they could decide these issues, that we don't want the footpaths, but we will still have a 6 meter carriageway.
Just for as a layman.
Yes, that's a very good point he's making, that this decision will be made at the settlement level, sir. This regional plan only shows the big brush strokes,
Yeah.
and it shows the connectors.
Yeah.
Because we've shown it at a big scale, you notice this. But
Right.
when they're doing the settlement plan, they have every right, the panchayat, to say, no, we don't want this road, the people
Yeah.
don't want it, and we'll do something else.
We fully
cannot
recognize
ignore.
that a lot of the roads, like 25 meters, my own village, it runs through the road. You realize that there are houses on both sides, lining a couple of 100 meters, where the actual width that's available is
Saligaon.
only 12,
Yeah.
Saligaon, only 12 meters available. The road coming on from Pillane for this thing. Now those 25 meters is not necessary to keep. So in an area where maybe it passes through a field, you can broaden it out. But in these critical areas, I think the
We can
official
keep
width of the road needs to be.
we can keep the carriageway, actually 12 or something rather than.
Sure, I have many more questions. So,
In addition,
Yeah, let's move on,
just
yeah.
one last point. What we should not ignore, that eventually we are linking villages. Those roads somehow may not be able to really be reduced, but within a village, reduction can always be observed. But when you talk about main village roads which connect one village, next village, it's like a main artery.
Yeah.
We cannot start reducing, because look at the amount of traffic we are
Exactly.
having today. I think we are ignoring that the traffic is growing day by day, by every hour, every minute, practically registration, and we are forgetting that we will need these roads eventually in 5-10 years down the
I would
road.
like to take it from him to say, as per statistics, we have 8.33 lakhs vehicles on the road as of last month. 8.33 lakhs. If we go by linear projection, we will be at 12 lakhs by 2021. If you go by exponential projection, which is said, it will be 20 lakhs. And who are buying these cars and vehicles? Everybody, even in those villages, are buying cars.
Right.
They are not freezing to buy cars.
and bigger cars.
And no, I mean, I wouldn't say to that. I mean, I'm saying everybody is buying cars. So we would need that. And if there would be another accusation, if we would say that broader roads are not required, that we are not good planners. We did envisage that there would be cars coming in.
Yeah.
And so probably whoever had planned it much earlier of 25 have done it with some wisdom in mind.
Some wisdom. Eku's last question on roads, then we'll shift to another question. This is just a layman's question. That actually MDR is 25 meters, and a village road, what has been proposed is 15 meters. If I'm
10
not
meters.
No, 10
sorry,
10
10 meters. एक्झॅक्ट हातूंत भितर तुमी सांगतात बाकीची सगळी कुशीक काडली जाल्यार एक्झॅक्ट 25 मीटर रोडाची विड्थ कितली आसतली एप्रोक्सिमेटली ते लोक धरता ती सद्या 25 मीटर्स.
But
No, see, as a development for the individual, you will have to consider 25 meters. There is no compromise.
that is
but
fine.
he's asking the
But
carriageway.
the
Exactly.
carriageway,
See, it
the
will be-
carriageway could end up being about 12 to 15 meters.
See, it's like this. Each
Of 25 meters.
Yes.
And of 10 meters, which is in
10
village.
meters could be about 6 meters.
So this is where people are scared.
Let me tell you, see, there is a
Six
IRC, Indian Road Congress, has, and the NHAI, okay, has got a width for each lane. It's 3.5 meters, between 3 to 3.5. So
Lane.
each lane, if you say one-way lane, so one way is 3.5. So if you
Okay.
take 2, it will be 7.
Seven.
If you go purely by the IRC or NHAI,
Yeah.
so therefore, in a 10 meters, it will be 7 meters. Okay, but it could be 6.
It could be 6.
Similarly, if you look at an MDR and if you see a 4-lane MDR, then it will automatically be 14. Could be also 12. You know what I'm saying? Then if there is a median in between, then it will be a 1
Exactly.
meter more,
Okay.
and so on and so forth.
Got
Yeah.
it. So basically what you are saying is that 25 meters म्हणजे दाखयल्यात तातूंत भितर एक्चुअल रोड सारको जो रस्तो जाचेर गाडी वतली तो 14 ते 15 मीटर आसतली आनी एक्चुअल 10 मीटर सांगता जंय लोकांक भंय पडला घरां वतली म्हणून थंय तो 6 मिटर्स आसतलो अशी तरेची सादारण करपा जाता प्लॅनिंग करपा जाता
अशें आणि
जायला.
दुसरें इम्पॉर्टंटली ब्रायनान सांगिल्ल्या विशयी की हे कोणूच आज वचून कंपाऊंड वयली आनी घरां फोडपाचें
मोडचें
ना.
ना.
जेन्ना तूं स्वताच्या प्लॉटान आज एक किल्यांशें तुजें घर आसा, फाल्यां तुका तुज्याच घर तुजे खातीर बिल्डरांक तरी सोड, तुज्याच खातीर 4 भावांक एक बिल्डींग बांदूंक सोदता, तेन्ना तू जेन्ना थंयची डेन्सिटी वाडयता तेन्ना तुका फाटल्यान वरचें पडटलें, कित्याक 4 मनशां मागीर एकाची रावता.
समजा.
हाजे खातीर तुका
ओके
सोडूंक
जस्ट आनी एक रोड्साचें म्हणटा इतलें आसा की देर आर लायक इन मोरजी खंय तरी आमी वाचलें पेपराचेर आनी आमी हें केलें की नो डेव्हलपमेंट झोन आसा आनी थंय तुमी रोड दाखयला. Why is that?
I think that is very easy to address, because see, the road is first of all is not put in a no development zone. It is wrong to say, if you see the plan, it's very clear the no development zone is